Hi Collective, it's Shania. Let's get a quick reading. Archangel Michael, I ask that you preside over this reading. I ask that you protect me and my collective as we channel, transmute, and harmonize the energy for the highest good. Ashe. All right, y'all, for this one, let's get in a question and answer session, okay? Let's see what this is like. Now, these questions are going to be pretty, at least a couple of them, profound, okay? So I don't know where this is going, okay? Let's see what it looks like. All right. First question. What is God? What is God? Top and bottom. Beautiful. Second question. What is the devil? Okay. Thank you. Third question. What is the purpose of life? Y'all, I don't know what this is with this sickle sound. Okay, something with the blood maybe, okay? And I got two by accident. We're going to keep this one as the mystery card. Okay, thank you. Show me, is Bigfoot real? That's the last question. Is Bigfoot real? Okay, wow. Twin flame in the reverse, y'all. I'm getting a yeah with that one, actually, with that twin flame, okay? Because Bigfoot comes out with a lot of the twin flame readings. Either Bigfoot Betty or, Bigfoot Nation, okay? Bottom of the deck. Is this upside down? No. New car in the reverse, okay? I don't know what that's about, okay? All right, let's ask these questions again with the character oracle cards. What is God? One card. Okay, I don't know what this is. Something about music. What is the devil? Just one card, please. Okay, repairman. Maybe helps us repair the things that are wrong in us by triggering, the things that need to be triggered, those things that we've hidden, those hidden wounds and scars. Show me, what is the purpose of life? And, let's see. What is the purpose of life? Thank you. And what is Bigfoot real? Okay. Is Bigfoot real? Let's turn it back over. We're going to keep this one as the mystery card. Bottom of the deck is farmer. Cultivation. Harvest land, okay? So this is all has to do with, I'm getting self, okay? All of these answers are going to reflect back to the self. That's what I'm getting. Okay? And new card in the reverse maybe. Because, and the colors are similar, right? But new card in the reverse maybe because it's up to you in terms of what you cultivate. So, but let's see where we go from here. Y'all give me a second. Let me pause. All right, collective. Thank you. All right. What is God? Let's move these over a little. What is God? Confirmation for something, okay? It's time to reclaim your throne, okay? So I'm getting like, what is God? It's saying like, God is within you. God is within me, okay? The Creator is within us. And it's time for us to reclaim our throne by discovering who we are, Okay? Because most people who believe in God, right, they believe that they're created in the image of God in some way, right? So that's why we try to keep the laws of God, so to speak. Okay, that's what I'm getting. It says barred. Wait a minute. Let's go here first. Marquise. Okay, I don't know. Maybe this is a particular person in the audience that this part of the reading is directing towards. Maybe Marquise is asking that question, and maybe Marquise has asked this question, okay? Maybe Marquise is being asked this question. What is God? And being told it's time to discover the God within them, okay? All right? Barred. I see music, right? And music is very intertwined, right? And interrelated when it comes to spirituality and religion, right? So that's a way, a quick way to sort of circumvent any deterrents or blockages, right? In order to get quickly to the heart, I'm getting. Like, this is a way to activate the heart. Okay, this bard, keeper of epic tales, right? And there's so many tales when it comes to creation, right? Ballads, legends, okay? But this ties into who we are. We are these legends as it speaks to what is God. Okay, let's see what we get. Homeless, interesting. We're gonna get some sort of clarifying on this one, okay? But I'm getting that this homelessness, as it relates to who is God, right, ties into this new card, okay? Because it's a personal decision I'm getting, right? To choose what type of people we're going to be. If we're going to rise to our higher self, which is God, okay? Some could say, right? Or would say. Okay? And this could be indicating that, you know, God, in a sense, is homeless, right? It doesn't really have a place to reside, like a physical vessel, right? Because so many of us reject God for various reasons, right? Some of us reject God and don't know it because we believe the lies that we've been told, okay? So, you know, this is a different kind of response than I was expecting, okay? But I think it's a valid response, okay? So this speaks to us discovering the divine within us, that creative spark, right? Will we allow the Creator to be homeless within us? Confirmation, okay? Or will we take charge and cultivate the land, okay? Which is who we are, okay? Under that is king, and take kingship or queenship. And I see spiritual seeker, okay? So it's up to us who or what God is, okay? Based on how we cultivate our lives, what we create and make of ourselves, okay? That determines, I'm getting, who God is. Because it says, ye are all gods, children of the Most High, right? Something to that effect in the Bible, right? So it's a question, self-discovery. All right, thank you. Next question. What is the devil? Okay, and with this repairman, I got like a person who's sent in after, you know, things go wrong, okay? All right, but it says repair, restore, restart, renovate, okay? So it is necessary for turbulence, that devil concept, right, in our lives, to shake us up, shake things up, right? And help us to see that changes are needed, repairs are needed, right? Because maybe we don't know we're walking on the wrong path sometimes. Okay, like I said, with the disillusionment of religion, that's one way, right? To not know. All right, let's keep going. What is the devil? Wow, damn! They called out. They called out Marquise here in a good way. Okay, over here with the Godwin, and here with the devil, they called out the dirty Moors, y'all. Beautiful. Okay, so the dirty Moors, whomever they are, okay, whatever they look like, these are melanated beings, though. Okay, it's like that black on black crime. Okay, they're falling under the devil, and maybe they're saying this is the purpose for this faction of Moors, so to speak, right? In order to help us repair something that's gone wrong within us that maybe we're not aware of. Beautiful. Okay? Who is the devil? Or what is the devil? The devil is one who takes lives. Okay? The devil loves bloodshed. Okay? And in this case, they're calling out the dirty Moors, okay? Wow, this is amazing. But this is all has a divine purpose. Okay, so we don't have to feel like, oh, woe is me. And it has a divine purpose to bring us out of this homeless state as it speaks to our spirituality and our goddesshood, okay? And actually come into a place of power where we reclaim our throne. All right, that's what I'm getting. Beautiful. All right, let's keep it moving. Next question. What is the purpose of life? Okay. Sickle cell, and it was like almost in the reverse, right? Something to do with blood, right? And we all know that in the blood, they always speak about the blood of Jesus, right? Or if you're not into Jesus, right? Just the blood being the life, right? Let me get some water. So I'm getting that this speaks to life. And sickle cell has something to do with oxygen in the blood, right? So maybe this speaks about the oxygen of life and whatever that is. Maybe that's something that you're passionate about, okay? But let's see. What is the purpose of life? Spiraling out of control. Maybe when we go through these periods of ups and downs, right? It serves a purpose in helping us, 1313 on the clock, in helping us go through, I guess, those transformations, right? Death and life transformations that help to propel us to the next level, move us forward, right? Make us see that, hey, make us at least ask the question, what's going on, right? Why am I going through this, right? What am I supposed to be doing, okay? So maybe this is speaking about the process in which it comes about purposefulness in life, finding it. What is the purpose of life? Venus. I'm getting love with Venus now, okay? There could be a war element as well, right? And it could be speaking of balancing oneself out, okay? Balancing between the light and the dark. So it could be speaking of like love and war, okay? Because I think Mars has a certain connection with Venus. Here's a way of purifying, okay? Bringing you to a point where you question the state of your blood, so to speak, right? But like your life force, what are you here for? When you get to a point where we question, what are we here for? What is the purpose of life? Security guard, patrol keeper, watchman, secret provider, okay? So I'm thinking like this is you. The purpose of you being vigilant surrounding your life, your security, right? Your dreams. your aspirations, okay? Some kind of way. You're supposed to be the patrol person, to the watcher, okay? And the cultivator over here with the farmer, okay? So it's like a duality, sort of like the God and the devil effect, right? But not. Okay, so I think this is just tools for discovery, how it comes about, learning your purpose in life, okay? And me. All right, let's get this last one. Is Bigfoot real? Okay. Twin flame, and I already said how Bigfoot Betty comes out with the twin flame, or almost like as the Empress, okay? And as well as Bigfoot Nation. So Bigfoot Nation, but it's in the reverse, okay? But I feel like Bigfoot is real. Let's keep going. Sold your soul for money. Oh, this is that Bigfoot twin flame, y'all. Oh my goodness. Yes, Bigfoot's real, okay? Because remember the Bigfoot video? A Bigfoot on your tail and the APB Bigfoot alert? Okay, that twin flame was a Bigfoot, okay? And that twin flame was a bad twin flame, okay? And yeah, they're confirming it. Bigfoot is real, okay? Some of your twin flames are Bigfoots, people, okay? Just accept it. They're hiding, okay? As King of Wands. That's how it was in that video, okay? Those videos. All right, show me. Is Bigfoot real? Player. Yeah, they're just confirming that Bigfoot is real. They're saying that some of your twin flames, they're Bigfoots, okay? Player. Social elite of charm. This is like the King of Wands, y'all. Elegance, expert of romance, leisurely life, people, okay? That's it. All right, so I think we got good answers here, people. Okay, let's get the mystery cards and we're going to close it out. Mystery card number 1. Way that heart. This is what it's all about. This is the purpose of life, okay? How are we going to live our lives, okay? What are we here for? This self-discovery process, right? Going through the hard times with the devil times, you know, self-discovery with the divine. Purification I'm getting with this, what is the purpose, okay? And with the Bigfoot, it's almost like a realization, like, yeah, okay, yeah, you are who you were created to be. God, goddess, right? Whatever you want to call it, okay? Because you take after the original that created you. Could be the first person or the first goddess, God person to discover that they exist, right? And it could have caused a chain reaction in all others. It just, yeah, we don't have to fight about our concept of creation, I don't believe, okay? Okay? But mystery card number 1, weigh that heart. How would our heart weigh? Mystery card number 2, swindler. Okay, are we going to be this type of person and leave the divine out in the cold? Are we going to repair our lives, be a repairman and a watchman, a good watchman, you know, and begin to actually animate these things, bring, you know, the divine, the Most High into the physical vessel, okay? So that it's no longer homeless, right? There's some sort of musical synergy when these two come together, that awareness of who you are contained within your physical vessel, okay? All right, but swindler, weigh that heart. Master of deception, hypocrisy, disguise, conspiracy. This almost speaks of this devil energy, right? Like the antagonist, right? Well, the antagonist, is that the good guy in the story? I can't remember. One's the bad guy, one's the good guy, right? And it's all to bring about a certain moral at the end of the story, a lesson, right? So maybe this is what this is, the whole concept of God and the devil. To help us to raise our spirituality, ascend in some way, okay? All right. Let's see. Any final messages, Archangel Michael, with this deck? Just one card, please. Okay, let's take Father. Maybe this is, and a lot of people refer to God as the Father, okay? So maybe this is what they're speaking of, okay? Family, patriarch, guardian, paternal, authorities, ancestral passage, okay? So I'm getting like this is like paradise in some way, okay? Some way. Ninja, master of stealth, shadow walker, Bushido. Maybe this is like the road less traveled if you're walking into your higher self, into an ascension. Okay, could be that as well. Can also speak of the deceptiveness when it comes to that devil energy, okay? All right, collective. But I hope you were able to get something out of this. I was, you know. But if you like the video, like the video.